What's up, everybody? Welcome to the GFW recap show called With All Due Respect. Thank you so much for tuning in today. It is already season number 3 for WWE 2K18. And man, we are super excited about what is to come for the GFW. We have added some new members, and our first card has finally dropped. Everybody's had time to get their characters ready, claim their finishers, work on their moveset, get their entrances all tidied up, and we are ready to start having some action in the ring. And so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to cover the opening card, exactly what we expect to happen. Thank you guys for having the new guys come and join us. It's been exciting to have a few new guys who've joined our Madden leagues or our other leagues come and check us out. And man, I'm super excited about what they're going to be bringing to the table. We've got some guys with some role playing experience. It's going to take them a few minutes to kind of get the hang of it, kind of get in the flow of writing for their characters. But you know what? We've had a big asset here. Now, I've bragged about him and put him over a ton in the chat, and he kind of hates it, and I really don't care because I know that other people are going to be watching him and may give him crap. But B17 has been a big, massive help to just be a resource to a lot of our guys. I mean, he really is an expert when it comes to how to play this game at a top level, how to put together a move set that makes sense and that gives you the edge in the ring, and just about role playing. I mean, this guy is the best role player I've ever seen. There's some really good ones out there. Of course, you've heard on all of our podcasts, we put over the OCW. That is kind of where we've learned everything that we do here. We've put in a couple of our own ideas and our own little twist to it, but the base of who we are comes from the OCW. You can check them out at ocwefed.com. Make sure you give them a follow on YouTube and Twitter. Jay is always a fun listen on his podcast. He's kind of raw and real, and he'll kind of let you know exactly how he's feeling. Super entertaining stuff. They have the best wrestlers in the world, the best role players I've ever seen. They've got some absolutely crazy good people there. And B17 is actually a member there, and that's his home. And he does not play here, but he is an asset to us, and he is in our chat. He plays in our golf league here, and he's just a big asset. Somebody that you can pick his brain and ask him questions about your character and how to really go deep, because that guy knows how to just take just about any gimmick that you could think of and get it over. And he is a great asset. Use him while we have access to him, because you never know when things are just going to get too busy and he won't be able to be here to give us a hand. But I do appreciate him, appreciate his friendship, and appreciate him being part of our community through the golf league and just being a big asset and a help to get the GFW off the ground. As the rest of the new guys, it's good to have everybody coming back, it seems. We didn't really lose many. Dawson's going to take a little while to get the game, so we're patiently waiting for him to join. He's going to be a fun character to have back with Jack. And then Aiden Steele's back. Huday's got some new characters that he's going to unveil. I don't know why he got rid of my hardcore champion, but the hardcore belt will be up for grabs. With all due respect, Mr. Huday, I love you. You know that. But man, I hope that you keep these characters. We can't have brand new characters every single year. It kind of defeats the purpose of long storylines, or you got to wrap up storylines and introduce new characters. So I'm looking forward to how you're going to introduce these new characters. Huday's been pushing for a tag team division. One of the things I've tried to avoid is number one, me being champion, which just speaks to, gameplay. Guys will get better because I'm not that great. I mean, I've gotten better. I've worked really hard, but yeah, I probably won't stay champion long this season. We should have some really good feuds and some good games. And as we get better players to take attention to what we're doing, it'll just get better and better. Where was that at? I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, we were talking about Huday and the Hardcore Championship. And so it looks like I'm going to have to start a new tournament for a new Hardcore Champion. And so I'm interested to see how Huday's going to introduce these new characters of his. And hopefully, guys will just take pride in that. Be good storytellers, as we've said in all the other videos. Tell really good stories about your character, why they here, why should we care. And again, if you need some assets, I'll gladly help you as much as I possibly can. But B17 is another big asset that can kind of help you get your characters over. And so I'm really looking forward to what's going to happen here. The new storylines that have kind of picked up is that the Hardcore Championship has disappeared. It's supposed to be written off of the show. Hopefully, Houday will submit that this card, and then we'll introduce some new characters to the show. The owner of the GFW, Dr. Doran, has invested some money and upgraded the facilities and the video boards, and so the GFW is sporting a slightly new look this season. Also, some upgraded belts. The belts have some new twist on them. I think the belts came out really, really good. Some new things that you can do in 18. We did some new things. Got our logos on there to where they don't look like just painted on logo and a belt that looks real. It actually came out really, really well. And then finally, like I was saying a second ago, Houday's been driving me nuts. And one of the things I've been trying to avoid was that I don't need 10 members in the EFED and 8 of them have a belt. That just kind of devalues the belts. It devalues who we are as an EFED. It devalues what we're doing. And so I've avoided doing it, but we have grown. I think we have about 9 or 10 humans. And if everybody does 2 characters, not everybody's going to have 2 to start off with. We'll have a good 20 people. I think we're up to like 14 or 16 people. So we will unveil a new tag team division. On the card, Luna puts a tag team match, and so we'll get our first taste of tag team matches. But if we're going to have a division, you guys have to start getting some rivals going. I'm talking to a few people on the side about joining our EFED. A couple of them are tag teams, and so that will add to the flair that we have here. But the new card is up. You can go read that on grownfolksoc.com. Luna is just talking about how she's going to put this ragamuffin crew together. And then we get our first match of the card. It's going to be G-Shock versus Dustin White. Dustin White has been focused this offseason. He's got lots of new attire. He's been working on his moveset. He seems ready to go. This is going to be a good test for G-Shock to see, does he have what it takes to compete here? Or will he have to hopefully go to the hardcore division and maybe use weapons to get a win? But whatever it takes, this is going to be a really good match. Dustin White is one of those characters that I think could be champion here pretty easily if he just stays focused and puts together really good matches and tells really good stories. We didn't get to hear a whole lot from him in season number 2, and so hopefully this season we'll get to know more about him, what makes him tick, and why he's here. Cactus Gage is going to do a watering hole segment. He feels like he's champion, so he's got to come out. He's got to address the crowd. He's not actually on this card, but he's going to come out and he's going to talk about his offseason, his plans for season number 3. I know when season 2 ended, he said he was going to be taking over this company from Luna. He was going to right the ship and get things going with the Gentleman's Club. Him and Captain Alex seem to have some plans, and we'll hear more about those plans on the watering hole. Again, the watering hole is also open to any new people. And so if you're brand new here and you would like to get your character over and have an opportunity to do that, the watering hole is a great place to do that. You can come on. Cactus will do all the heavy lifting for you and give you an opportunity to tell your story in an interview way. Start some feuds on there. It's a great way to have someone start a feud. And so the watering hole's there. You should take advantage of it. It makes it really easy. Match number 2, we're pretty light on matches because a few people are still waiting to get the game. There's a couple people still in the queue to get their character posted and get their character all approved and get their FPR test done. So as that happens, we'll have more characters to add to the card. As more people create 2 characters, we'll have more characters to put on the card. But the second is a tag match between the Wild Samoans and Bruno Reeds and Capio Genevasi. I don't know how to say that. Capio and Reed are 2 new characters to go along with the Wild Samoans. Wild Samoans are partial hardcore, ex-hardcore champion with a new tag team partner. And so these will be 4 brand new characters that, again, we get to hear their story. Like, why are they here? Why should we care? Why are they after the tag team belts? Who is Capio and Reed? Why should I care about your characters? Like, what is it about your story that I should buy into and watch each and every week to see what you do? This EFED is more than what you just do in the ring. The ring plays a part in it. Wins and losses play a part in it. Having visually good matches. You can lose a match do really, really good role plays, lots and lots of content, tell really, really good stories, put on a really, really good match in the ring, and get promoted and get championship opportunities and get main event opportunities. You could win matches, not role play, not have visually appealing and good FPR matches, and not get any shots at all. It's more than just wins and losses in the ring. It's about the entire package, role playing, telling really good stories outside of the ring, telling really good promos, and then selling your stuff in the ring, proving it with good matches, win or loss. And then finally, we get our main event. It's going to be Aiden Steel versus Captain Alex. Now, Aiden Steel ended season 2 pretty pissed off. He had plans of being the champion. He got several opportunities to get his hands on that championship, and none of them kind of came through, even after a triple threat match that seen him lose in the last pay-per-view. And so what's going to happen with Aiden Steel? Is he going to be able to take that championship? Is he going to, be this guy that he's been promoting himself to be? Well, you'll find out against Captain Alex. Because Captain Alex will let you know real quick, about where you stand in this company. He's stepping forth for the Gentleman's Club. He's protecting his champion's back. And the Gentleman's Club's got eyes on growing. Will this faction begin to grow and add new members? Or is it just going to be Captain and Cactus for the rest of Season 3? I know lots of stories to be told still. Lots of activity to come. We're working through our first pay-per-view. Our first pay-per-view is going to be called Act 1. It's going to be kind of a movie theme. We're building up to that. And hopefully we'll have our tag team championship match at that pay-per-view. So you got several weeks to build up to that. We'll have our hardcore championship match at that. So if you want to be a part of that, make sure that you start building to that feud. Start putting your name out there. Start asking for those matches. And then we'll probably have our championship title match that'll be up for grabs. We'll have to see who's a part of that as Cactus looks to coast into Act 1 and leave Act 1 still holding that championship. So lots of good stuff coming up. With all due respect, I expect you guys to get with it. It is go time. We've had enough time to talk it up and have DMs. It's good to see the activity that we've been having in the chat room for the last couple of weeks, but it is time for you to start to produce content. Start getting me some stuff. Go back and watch some of the old shows. Learn the history. The history's super short, so go read the history. Read the shows. Watch the matches. There's lots of new videos out there that I made short and sweet about how to produce content, about how to get your character over, how to write content. All that stuff is out there, and it's waiting, and I've made it super easy for you. So there's no excuses to put it all together and get it done. So that's it. This card is going to be due November the 8th. So make sure you get your stuff in on time. I always tell people the first 5 days, get your matches in. The next 5 days, get your role plays done. Get everything submitted before time. I hate extending. 10 days is plenty enough time to get one match, one video, and 1 or 2 role plays done. Get your stuff in, or tell me you just don't have time for this, because I hate chasing you down. If I got to chase you down 2 or 3 times, I'd rather just go ahead and part ways and go find some other EFED CAWs that want to come be a part of what we're doing. So that's going to be it for us. Thanks for tuning in. With all due respect, I hope you've enjoyed the show. We're going to try to cap these or recap these cards every single time they drop. We'll do a short recap show, just a quick look back at the show once it's posted, but mainly it's going to be a look forward as we talk about the feuds that are coming. Not a ton to talk about as we're still pretty fresh and pretty new, but hopefully you guys will get me some good stuff and we'll see some good things coming out. We'll see you around the corner. Peace.